Hi AJ, welcome. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Hello, Oni.
Thank you for doing this
How are
again.
you?
I'm very well. I'm very well.
Nice.
So, yeah, you know what we're trying to do? We're trying to, just show or paint, like I like to say, vivid pictures of how you use Qli in your workflow. So, we're trying to get a sense of the ways it has improved your workflow, helping you to work faster and better. So, I'm not an engineer, so I don't really know how you guys work. But let's assume someone in design completes their part of the work, moves it to ready for dev. What happens next? What's your workflow then when, it's ready?
Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm an
Yeah,
engineer
sure.
and
Okay.
working as a developer. So in my day-to-day life, I usually take the tickets and handle the development and everything. So let me share my screen and show it to how I use Qli in my day-to-day life.
AJ, let me interrupt you a bit. Before we move into how you use Qli and how it has improved your work, can I ask you a quick question around what your workflow was like when you weren't using Qli? So I want us to kind of get a picture of that so that when you
Okay.
show us how you now use Qli, we can easily understand.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So before Qli,
Yeah.
we were using the manual workflow for the context. Like suppose I created one feature where I got one bug and we debated between team into Slack and then it's converted into the Jira ticket, and after 2 week or the sprint starting, it got assigned to the another developer who have no context of that feature and no context about that bug. But when the developer start working on that bug, usually needs to like context hunting between Slack, Figma, and other apps to fetch the context. And there was no proper description about that bug, and it takes a 15-20 minute every day for task hunting between the all apps and finding the context. So it was little bit hard to get the context of any old tickets or any old discussion and any new task, like any new big feature, like which started from the investigation and then go to the designing phase where designer design and assign that ticket to us. When we start working on that particular feature, where the investigation is done like before a month or 15 days, and we don't know like what the discussion was because lots of the things ongoing at that time. So we don't have any place to get that context. So like when we start up, we need to like check Figma commands, Slack discussions, and other things. Which is hard to get everything into the one place. So after that, starting using Qli, where in a single place we have all of the things like Figma comments context and the thread context, like all the discussions are there and all the meetings context are there. And also we have Orbit as well, like our Orbit AI, where we can ask the summary about all of the context and provide all of the resources as well at a one place. So it's kind of way much easier than before.
Yeah. Okay. Very well. Thank you. I get a very clear picture of the pain
Okay.
point. It's like before you can even do any work, you first have to do the work of finding out everything that has been said about that piece of work before you can begin to execute.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you can show us how you use Qli now. So you can show
Yeah,
us and
sure.
then tell us how it has changed this problem.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. All right.
So here I open my current sprint session in Qli. Like if we take this one, there is a old discussion as well, and there is a estimation as well, which we use during sprint planning. And I can get the context from here, and I start working on it on this ticket, and
Yeah.
then I can change the status from here to ready for QA. And also we use it for review as well. Like here we can see that here I have context of that Slack discussion as well, like in the as a attachment and the Figma design in this ticket. So like this is what I said before, like how we use it.
Mm-hmm.
And here there is a Loom video attached in it.
Yeah.
And also in the tickets, we can see the relationship as well here.
Okay, so let's
And
assume this ticket now has a Slack link. I guess the
okay,
Slack link is maybe to a Slack thread where the team had some kind of discussion about this work, right?
right.
Yes, okay. So I'm saying, what if you quickly want to figure out what everyone has discussed about this task? How would you do it on Qli? So do you have to, I think I'm trying to figure out how you can easily figure out what was discussed without searching through past conversations.
Okay, yeah, sure. So once I get
Yeah.
ticket, I usually review the attachment, all of the attachments,
Okay.
Figma design, QLE discussion. I can directly jump
Mhm.
into QLE by click
Yeah.
on jump on the Slack
Mhm.
where the discussion. If we have discussion in the QLE, it will be visible here. And if I open the Ask Orbit, here I
Mhm.
can like ask about the summary of the discussion and everything. And also we have meetings as well. Here we can schedule the meeting if we need to discuss anything with any person. And in the meeting we can invite our orbit as well, like which can the predict all of the lenses and the kind risk and everything. So if I show you the example of the any meeting, so like here I have a design kitty meeting where we have summary, transcript, and decisions, action item, and next steps. And here we have a orbit as well, where we can ask about the current meeting which we are looking into it.
Okay.
So like this is much useful to get the context of any meeting. Now let me go back.
Let me ask you something quickly about the meetings. So I
Okay.
know that engineers, developers, they tend to complain a lot about having a lot of meetings. It's like they don't like meetings at all. I think I've seen a couple of posts on Reddit where developers complain about the number of meetings they have in a day or the number of meetings they have in a week. So how does Qli, so an outsider, it may look funny that we also added meetings to our product, right? But what I'm
Yeah.
trying to find out is how does Qli as a platform, including the meeting feature, reduce the number of meetings you would have had in a given week? How
Yeah,
does
sure.
it help? Yeah.
Yeah, like after using QLE, it got reduced like many of the meetings. Like uh, in the
If you're to
sprint
give me a rough
ceremonies,
number, yeah. Like by how many percent?
yeah, about 80% meetings had been reduced after using the QLE. Like I can say like
Interesting.
sprint ceremonies, like everyday stand up, which
Mm-hmm.
we you do in the async way, like what we
Mm,
have work on and what we are working on it, and do we have any blocker or not. Like
mm,
suppose I have any blocker, then I can schedule the meeting and do the meeting with them. But in the day-to-day life, for the stand up we are using QLE. For the sprint retrospective we are using QLE to update, and we can also keep the note in the QLE as well, like retrospective note. Like we
mm,
don't need to use another applications to
mm.
maintain that accountability.
Yeah.
We also do the sprint planning in the async way. Like when we get the time, we estimate through here. And if we have any question, we can ask directly product manager by the mentioning them.
Uh-huh.
And if there is a like discussion is required, then we usually schedule the meeting and we can get this person's availability.
Yeah.
So that is how we use QLE, and it reduces context switching and meetings. Both are the things.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Anything else you want to show or talk about before we go? Okay, before I ask you my last question,
Yeah, sure.
what I want to ask is okay, actually, two in one question. So the first is, what's the biggest value or benefit Kili has unlocked for you as an engineer? If you're to give us like one short sentence to summarize the value or benefit you have gotten from Kili, what would it be? That's the first. And then the second is, what's your favorite feature in Kili and why? Why do you love it?
Okay. So first thing is QLE reduce our meeting fatigue,
Okay.
like which is like issue for most of developers. Like
Yeah,
unusual meetings
that's true.
where we don't actually need to be present. We just join and stay like mute on the meeting, and we don't get any context some meeting.
Yeah.
So this after using Qli, this is reduced much. And one most useful feature is Orbit feature,
Okay.
AI feature, where we can ask about summary of the current tickets, relationships, everything
Mm-hmm.
in the short way. Also, it can summarize our meetings, past meetings as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you so much, AJ. It's been fun having this conversation with you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.